Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Please, can you hear me? So, if you can hear me, please, can you give me a thumbs up?
Sure, we can hear you.
You can. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for joining back. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning and good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I'm nice to have you guys here. Good afternoon, Aisha. Aisha, thank you very much for joining. I'm nice to have everybody here. We want to start we're starting now. All right. So today we are going to be looking at project management and what project management is all about and how you can transfer into project management. So we have a lot of people that reached out to us and start asking questions. Hi, Sherry, I want to dive into the project management space. Can you tell me more about project management? So we are here to talk about project management and why project management is the best career path for you if you want to transfer into project management. So I have my colleague here who is going to be diving deeper. She is a specialist in that career, so she'll be diving deeper to tell you more about project management. All right, so before we dive in, my name is Chinyere, and I will be your host for today's program. So welcome to AMD Analytics. Now, before we dive in, there's one culture here, there's one tradition here. We want to welcome people that are just joining us for the first time. If you know that today is your first time joining AMD Analytics Bootcamp, today is your first time joining AMD Analytics Bootcamp, can we get a thumbs up from you? Just give us a thumbs up, right? Or you can use the comments and type one. Let's welcome you. Well, okay. We have new people here. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Wow, I can see you guys. Emete Precious. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining. I can see you. You can see me turning my face up and down. So I'm using double screen. So I'm trying to be sure that I'm not missing out anything. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Today is going to be an amazing section for you. I mean, amazing one for you, right? So we would like to get more people here if you know that you know someone who is supposed to be here, because we really want a lot of people in the tech ecosystem. When we talk about in-demand skills, people are talking about tech. Now, after this section, and in fact, after today, because we just finished data science, we are diving into project management, and AI engineering is ongoing at the moment. So you're going to be well convinced that nobody will tell you otherwise about tech ecosystem. If anything they are telling you about the tech ecosystem is something you know about, right? So nobody can even tell you, okay, do this one is better than this, because you have already gotten those first information. Right. So we are going to be diving deeper into this program. But before we dive in, please, I want to beg you, if you know somebody that's supposed to be here, this is a free session, right? Tell the person, share the link. The link is ongoing on our platforms, on our WhatsApp group. Please share the link to them. Tell them to join. This is a free session. You're not paying for anything. All right. So we want you to get information about the best career path to move into in 2026. Now, if you know that 2026 is your year, that 2026 is your year of learning something new, breaking that barrier. If you know that 2026 is your year of breaking that barrier, please can you give me a thumbs up? Let's take it out. If you know truly that 2026 is your year of breaking that barrier, can you give me a thumbs up? I don't know. For me personally, it's my year of breaking that barrier, right? I don't know. When we start 2026, we have a lot of people that we all have New Year resolution. I want to do this. I want to be income this. I want to this. I want to change this. I want to maybe read 10 books in a month. I want all those things that you want to do when we start 2026. I don't know. A lot of people that thing. I don't know. It has gone cold now. But trust me, I want to tell you something. It is not yet cold. Maybe you need a motivator. You need somebody that will be motivating you to tell you more about the tech ecosystem. Now, I am here to motivate you. Please do not sleep. Don't give up on those hope. Don't give up on those dreams. We're here to help you and tell you that it is possible, right? A new you is possible. It's possible for you to still dive into the tech ecosystem in 2026 and still be satisfied. So just satisfied. Let me tell you something. Trust me, it's possible for you to start your career this 2026 and still land that job opportunity in this 2026. It's 100% possible. All we need from you, or all you need for yourself, is determination. So you need to be terminated. Oh, this year, I really want to do this thing and I'm going to do it. If others are doing this, I'm going to do it. Right? So welcome to AMD Analytics platform where values, 100% value minus nothing is being shared. Okay, so let's dive in and welcome you officially. Let's tell you about Amda Analytics and what we do here at Amda Analytics. Amda Analytics and EdTech company. But before we dive in, let's do something. I really want to know where our students are joining us from. My name is Chinyere and I'm joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. So can you please use the comments, right? So just type in, tell us where you're joining us from. We want to welcome, we want to know where our students are joining us from, if you don't mind. Just use the chat, look for the comments there, right? So if you're using your phone, you will see the 3 dots. So when you click on that 3 dots, or you have just look down, you will see in-call messages. So when you see the in-call messages, type in, tell us where you're joining us from, okay? From Cameroon, that's Tambi from Cameroon, that's Steven. Steven, thank you very much for joining us from Cameroon. Okay, please, let's keep that coming in. To be very honest, we want to see, I want to know where our students are joining us from. This is amazing thing about virtual training. So you see, someone from Cameroon is joining us. Imagine that this has to be something we want to do physical. Okay, so Paul from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you very much, Paul, for joining us from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so let's keep that. Okay, Precious from Delta, Nigeria. That's Delta State in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Precious, for joining us. So we have a lot of people joining from Lagos, Nigeria. What's going on? Right? Okay, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. Guys, let's keep that coming in, right? So let me tell you an amazing thing about what we are doing here. This is our virtual training. Imagine that we are hosting this program somewhere. Let's say we are hosting it in one part of Nigeria. You see that you will not be able to attend. You will not be able to attend because of the distance. But the amazing thing about virtual training is that you can join anywhere. Anywhere across the globe. Anywhere across the globe. Thank you very much for joining. We really appreciate you. Please, if you are still joining us now, all we want you to do is to go to the comments section, type in where you're joining us from, and let's welcome you. We have something special for you. Okay, we have something very special for you. Just type in where you're joining us from. All right, so now welcome to Amda Analytics. Let's talk about Amda Analytics and what we do here at Amda Analytics. So Amda Analytics and EdTech company, we are educational technology company. Okay, educational technology company. So at Amda Analytics, we are committed to empowering individuals to become global talents through our comprehensive and accessible training programs. Very simple. We are committed to empowering individuals, empowering people with no background, tech background, to become global talents. How do I achieve this? Through our comprehensive and accessible training programs. Thank you very much, Adekore, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Right, so our mission is very simple. Our mission is to bridge the skill gap by equipping learners with in-demand skills. When you talk about in-demand skills, what are those in-demand skills? Enabling them to make informed decisions, drive innovation, and create positive change in the tech-driven world, particularly across the African continent. Okay, we want to get a lot of Black people to join the tech ecosystem. I don't know, when we started our journey years back, of course, close to a decade now, when we started our journey, so we found out that most of the people that are in the tech ecosystem are white people, especially the Indians. So how do we break this barrier to ensure that we have a lot of Black people in the tech ecosystem? We said, okay, you know what? Our mission is to ensure that we have a lot of people from the Black community to join the tech ecosystem. And that is what we are doing. And on this section, right, we are on we're on a mission to ensure that we have at least 1,000 people to register for Amda Analytics program every month, right? So 1,000 people to register for Amda Analytics program, and that's the mission, because we really want to get a lot of people into the tech ecosystem. And I know you'll be asking, how are we going to achieve this? We have very simple method to achieve this by giving out 90% discount on all our programs. All our programs. Our mission this year is to make sure we have a lot of Black community, a lot of Black people in the tech ecosystem by cutting down our training fee to 90% discount. Now let's go on. Now we track record of success. We've helped over 8,000 people. We've helped over 8,000 participants to successfully transition into the tech ecosystem. Right now, what we do here at Amda Analytics is to focus on the most in-demand skills. Now, we specialize in training individuals in the field of data analytics, data science, business analysis, cyber security, AI engineering, project management, HR analytics, and data analytics. These are what we do here at Under Analytics. Most in demand skill. Now, let me share something with you. Do not mind the noise in the tech ecosystem. A lot of people are going to, if you go online, especially on TikTok, X, if you hear these people telling you, please go for this. And other people, some people will say, oh, is this? What we do here at Under Analytics, we sit down and look for the most in demand skills. I mean, most in demand skills. I say, what? These are the most in demand skills. Let's train people on this because these are the career that after learning, you are sure of securing a role with this. Okay, so this is what we do here. And let me tell you one thing about Under Analytics, our tutors. If you join our 12 p.m., the class held by 12 p.m., you will attest that these guys are very good. I mean, when it comes to delivering value, when it comes to the facilitators, they are 100% good. So you are going to see my colleague here, by Ifoma. Ifoma is going to be, in fact, she know her onions. Let me not talk about her because you're going to be seeing the amazing thing that she's going to be doing in the next few minutes. Okay, so our tutors are very, very good people. They are experts. They are people that knows their onions, right? So we are across all social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just go and type Under Analytics. You are going to see us. And if you want to check us our website, you can reach out to us on www.amdanalytics.io. You can check our website and see the amazing things that we're doing. See people that pass through our program, what they're saying about Amda Analytics. So without wasting most of our time, let me welcome my colleague to take over. Are you here? Hi, Ifoma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Confirm you can hear me as well.
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Great.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now so you can.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, also, depending on where you're joining us from. Okay, so my name is Ifoma Emmanuel Faturiti, and I'm from here in Nigeria. I'm based here in Nigeria, and I'm really excited to be walking you through all you need to know to start your journey as a project manager in this bootcamp session. So if you're also excited to be here, let me see a thumbs up. Thank you. Chinyere said, beautiful facilitator. Is it me or you're referring to? Thank you very much. Thank you. I can see Paul Tembe. I know some people are joining us from, I think, Zambia or Ghana. Thank you so much for joining. I'm really excited to be facilitating this session today. Thank you, Olufunke. So we have about 20 people on the call now, and we're expecting more people to join. So, and I believe that people who are on this call, they are not just intelligent, but they are also very kind. All right. So what I mean by that is, I know that you're kind enough to send the link to somebody in your community. They say, look, I know that you need this bootcamp. Join before we go too deep into the session. So take the link, send it to any community you belong, any WhatsApp, if they permit such messaging, send it to them and get people to join. I can promise you and assure you that this is going to be an amazing and insightful session. And you don't want people in your community to miss out. So 1 minute, calm down, quickly take the link and then share it. I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and we're going to dive into the session today. So give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Let's see. Okay. All right. Great. That's good. Today we're going to be looking at how do you transition from knowing nothing to knowing so much, to being a master of what you know. How do you transition from knowing nothing, from being clueless to being certified? Again, my name is Ifoma Emmanuel Faturoti. I'm a PMI certified project management professional. I have over a decade experience managing cross and multiple sector and industry projects, from government sector industry to private sector and industries. And I've worked with diverse teams. I've worked with teams both within and outside Nigeria. I have experience across different types of projects. And I'm really excited, and it is my honor and privilege to hold your hand in helping you make a decision, helping you understand the decision that you're going to be making, and helping you transition into that next phase that will truly transform your life. Chinyere has talked about how we want people to learn the in-demand skill in the ecosystem, in-demand tech skill in the ecosystem. Now, there are a lot of tech skill, and you might be wondering, oh, is project management also a tech skill? The answer is a big yes, depending on how you see it. What do I mean by that? Project management is a tech skill. Project management is also not exactly a tech skill. Project management sits at the intersection of tech and non-tech. So if you're looking to go into tech, I can assure you that you will do well with a project management skill. And if not a tech industry, you will still do well in and using project management. Now, a non-tech skill will be working as a project manager in a government environment, or managing government projects, managing oil and gas projects, managing construction projects. All of those are not tech skills. Now, tech skills, you know, it's building apps, softwares, enterprise solutions. Those are tech skills because they require third-party integrations. They require you building and coding. And as project managers, you manage everything that has to do with that process and that system. So you can see that project management is a very, very exciting and interesting profession because you are the driver, you are the one instructing, you're the one leading, you're the one managing, you're the one directing, you're the one producing, you're literally doing everything. So imagine being on the driver's seat and you're having to drive an entire team to a direction. How would you drive them? Think about that for a second. How would you drive a team of 10 people to a destination? How would you manage a team of 10 people to a destination? How would you direct them? How would you lead them? That is all and what a project manager or what project management entails. So we're going to be unpacking that and exposing you to what project management is about. Now, you already know where to get that from. Amdo Analytics, one of the best in Nigeria. So let's go. In this bootcamp, we're going to be looking at the reality of project management. And I have somebody very interesting on this journey, or in this, in this bootcamp that I'm going to be introducing you to. Her name is Ada. And you can also ask the question, who is Ada? Ada can be you. Ada can be the next person beside you. Ada can be anybody. In fact, Ada could be you. So follow me thoroughly and carefully. This is not the time where you want to be distracted. This is not the time where you want to multitask. It's not the time for you to multitask right now. Your focus should be getting that one thing that would say, look, I have to do project management. I have to transition into project management. I have to take a course on project management to help me be a better person in what I currently do. So sit tight and let's go. We're also going to be looking at the turning point. Very, very interesting. The turning point, that is the point of transition. And that is the most critical part in a journey. The point or the stage where you pivot. That is very, very critical. So you want to be sure and certain that you are making the right decision. Now, what is project management? We're also going to be unpacking that in this bootcamp. Remember, I had already said that project manager is the person who is the driver, the manager, the producer, the director, name it, right? But in different contexts, in different, interpretation and environment. We're also going to be looking at the skills that matter. For you to be a successful project manager, you require some certain skills, soft skills and non-soft skills. We can call them maybe tech skills, how to use some tools. We're also going to be unpacking that in this bootcamp. We're also going to be looking at the certificate mates. We're going to be looking at what Ada did differently. Now, we are using this in past tense because we believe that this bootcamp is going to help you make that decision to transition. What you should do differently, or what Ada, who we're looking at, did differently. Ada in another case can also, or is me, right? I'm sure you're like, no, I want to hear your story. I want to know how you did this. Don't worry, I'm going to be sharing my story with you. And I am trusting that it's going to bless you and it's also going to help you make that decision. You're also going to be looking at the next step, which is the most critical end part of all of what you're going to be saying today. Now, the reality check, the reality of being a project manager, the reality of transitioning or acquiring a skill in project management. Are you at that point where you're thinking, oh, how do I do this? Where do I start from? What do I need to know? How do I need to know what I need to know? Don't worry, we are here for you. Are you also thinking, oh, I don't have the skill. I don't know where to start from. I have some understanding, or I am currently doing something similar, but how do I package it and position myself for better opportunities out there? How do I package myself? How do I prepare myself for that promotion? How do I prepare myself for the numerous opportunities in the ecosystem, for that international job, for that local job if you're here in Nigeria, right? For that next gig, or you want to be a consultant, you want to be a freelancer, how do I get that skill? You're going to be learning all of that. Oh, you are at the point where, oh, I know there are a lot of certifications that we need to take. Don't worry, we will help you unpack all of those things. These are the things that, are like gazing at you right now or gazing at you before you join. But I believe by the end of this bootcamp, you will have the clarity to make that decision. Realistically, you will have clarity to be able to make that decision. Now, what do most successful project managers do? How did they start? How did they start their journey? And I think at this point, I'm going to be sharing my journey with you. I started project management from not a very clear angle or not a very clear stage in my life. I started as a salesperson. I did sales for a couple of years in a very prominent retail store in Nigeria. If I mention the name, I believe that you would know them. They sell wristwatches in Nigeria. They sell international and local brand wristwatches. So I started as a salesperson there. Prior to that, I'd already done some, jobs. You can call them menial jobs. Before I ventured into sales, I'd worked in factory. I worked in so many. I worked in the law firm, but then I ventured into sales, and I did sales for a couple of years. But I was one of those, young person at the time that I wanted more. I'm ambitious and I'm very curious, right? So I wanted more for myself, and I'm like, oh, what is the tech skill that I need to get? Just like some of you, oh, tech is the new crude oil right now. You want to do tech, so that is why you are here. And I was like, oh yes, I also want to be like that. I want to, get this dollars and this naira, depending on the currency that they are paying tech bros and tech bros right now. So I want to do project management. But I knew that I had the skill. I had some embedded skill in me, some personality skills that I had that already sets me for that career path. One of it is I like things to be very organized. So if you're here and you have such skill, you are in the right place. You are in the right career path. You are making the right decision being here. Because a lot of our professions are guided by our eminent skills, characters, right, and traits, attitudes that we have in our personality traits. So if you like things being organized, you like things being orderly, you like things being planned, you like things being thoroughly questioned, you like things done in a particular order, those are, traits and attributes of someone who is fit for a project manager career path, right? So I knew that was me. That was my trait. So I wanted to do project management. I did project management through my my church, where I did some courses here and there. But I was like, no, I wasn't, at that point I wasn't really clear. But I knew that I was just hopping in different classes. At the end of the day, I did project management as a course. Just the way we have it in Amdo Analytics right now. I went into an organization and I did project management. And I can tell you for free that my life did not remain the same since then. I enjoy what I do thoroughly. I am passionate about project management, such that currently my project, I know everything that is happening in my project. And that is one of the things we do as project managers. So if you're venturing into project management, one of the things you have to know is that it has to be something you have passion for. And for you to be here, it means that you have passion and you have flair for project management. It is very, very important. Very, very important. So going back to my journey, I have managed a couple of projects in the past, multi-million naira projects, both in private sector and in government sector. And I interface with government projects a lot, right? That is where my niche is. So that is to say that across the sectors we have, you can find your niche as a project manager. You can either be in the public sector, managing projects with government projects, local governments, international governments, government agencies, ministries, and departments. You can be a project manager that interfaces with that sector. Or you can be a private sector project manager that interfaces with multiple industries, right? It could be agri, it could be energy, it could be construction, it could be real estate, it could be power, it could be any of those sectors or industries, right? And you could be a niche project manager, or you can be a versatile project manager that cut across all, right? A matrix-based project manager, such that you can work in any of these industries. I can work in public sector and I can also work in private sector because I have vast experience across those sectors. I've worked in tech, I've worked in edu tech, I've worked in also health tech, I've also worked in human capital development area of project management, right? So I have vast experience. And if I tell you that project management is easy, then I'm lying. It's not easy. And I don't think any skill or any tech or non-tech skill is easy. Nothing comes easily. But with persistence, with consistency, and with the right attitude, the right mindset, I can guarantee you that you will be successful and you will be productive and impactful as a project manager. Now, let's meet Ada. Like I said, Ada can be you. Ada could be me. Ada could be anybody. Ada could be your neighbor. Ada could be anybody. Ada's profile, recent graduate. Are you here and are you a recent graduate? Or are you looking to transition into project manager? Then I think that you are Ada. Yeah. So let's use you for instance. Now, work with me and profile yourself. Now, when I mean profile yourself, think about it. Who am I right now? What is the next thing? Does this, speak to me in any way, right? You could be a recent graduate. You could be someone who has done a profession, you maybe not project management for 2 to 3 years, and you're like, oh no, I want to do project management. That Ada is you. You are Ada. Now, what is your goal? Stable income, high income, you want more money, You want to pivot into a new career that you like or you love or you're passionate about? Do you want promotion? What exactly is your goal for becoming a project manager? Or you're following the crowd? It's also okay. It's okay. But then, is that exactly your goal? You need to define what your goal is. And I believe that because you are here is one or two things. Either because you want more income, you want to increase your income, you want to increase your streams of income, or you want, you want to pivot into project management fully, or you're currently doing project management and you want to upskill. You could be doing project management even without knowing. Yeah, that's possible. You can be doing project management without knowing. You can be an assistant and you have project management skills or project management embedded in it, but you're not officially a project manager. So now your goal could then be that I want to be a project manager because I think that I've been doing things that are related to project management. So right now I want to officially be a project manager. You are in the right place and you are that and that we're talking about. Now, what's the problem? What do you keep seeing that is making you want to make this decision? It's very important. You need to define it. And that is one of the things we do as project managers. We define the problem. What is the problem? We tackle the problem. We face it head on. So also, I am going to be addressing everybody in this room as project managers. Yes, because for you to be in this room, it means that you think like a project manager, you see yourself like a project manager, and you want to be a project manager. Or you're already a project manager without the title. That's possible. You are, or you could be a project manager without the official project manager is as a title. For instance, acting GM, but you don't know that you're acting GM, or you don't know that you're acting AGM, or you don't know that you're acting manager, but you're doing the work of a manager without the official title. So you're looking at a door that is locked. Now you need the skill to unlock the door. That is why you're here, right? Thank you. You have the ambition, but do you have the right background? You have the ambition, you have the zeal, you have the passion. Oh, you want to be a project manager. Do you have the right skill? This is how to build that right skill. First, by learning what it takes to be that, to be the project manager, to be a project manager. And then the next step for you will now be getting that skill. And that is why you're here. And that is why Amdo Analytics is also here for you, right? Amdo Analytics project management course is the solution, right, to starting that career that you desire in project management. Now, the opportunity is everywhere. Your realization as a person, put yourself, replace Ada with your name. Informer's realization. Now you're beginning to realize that project management is not just a job title. It is the engine behind every industry. It is the engine behind every organization. It is the engine behind every product, every solution that you see out there. Now, we are here through a Google Meet. Somebody created it. Somebody managed the team that created or that built Google Meet. Who do we call that person? A project manager. You are enjoying a lot of the things that you enjoy right now because somebody headed that team. Somebody managed the team. Somebody managed the resources. Somebody managed the people. Somebody managed the mindset behind that team, managed their motivation. So you can see that project management is not just a title. You are the engine in the car. You are the driver in that driver's seat. You are the one driving or holding the steering. So this career is not, I would say it's not for everybody. It's for people who know exactly what they are doing, who are passionate about driving real impact, who are passionate about delivering real solutions that are sustainable, solutions that we will live beyond them, creating impact beyond you. That is what project management is all about, right? Now, in tech, there's project management in tech, like we said earlier, right? Building apps, the tech app, like what's it called? Piggyvest, even your mobile app, your bank mobile app is a tech product, right? The Google Meet you're currently using is also a tech product. It is built by a tech team managed by a project manager. Everything that they have to do, when to do it, how to do it, what to use, who to talk to, all of those things are things you do as a project manager, are things that should be done within the project management environment. You can see now that this project management thing is very interesting. Though. I might be doing project management even without knowing. I have been, my organization have been using me to do project management and paying me less than what I'm currently doing. Now is the time for you to get that skill and let them know that you are now a certified project manager by Ando Analytics, and you deserve the rights, you deserve, the benefits that comes with project management or project manager, or you see an opportunity and you know that, no, I have to do this. Project manager is a career that doesn't go extinct. It's a career that you would always find, opportunities everywhere. Everywhere you would always find opportunity. There is always something an organization is doing that they want somebody to manage it. There's always something somebody is doing. It could be an event that needs a project manager to ensure successful and smooth delivery. Right? Now, there's also project management in government, building infrastructure, initiatives, and public, policies. All of these things that government do, there is somebody managing it. If it is an organization that is managing it, there is a project manager in that organization that is managing it. I am a living witness because I work with the government, right? So I know this. For everything you see the government churn out in your country where you are right now, there is a project manager behind the wheel. There's a project manager who is the head of the engine that is driving that solution or driving that process. So you can see that there are enormous opportunities as a project manager. And you want to also tap into that ecosystem, right? There's also in consulting. I work in that environment as well. What you do is, as a project manager in consulting, when a client comes to you and say, oh, I have this idea, I want to do this, I want to do that. It is your job as a project manager to sit with the person and then help them unpack the idea, help them break it into actionable tasks and actionable steps that can be implemented. That is what you do as a project manager. Isn't that very interesting? Let me see a thumbs up if that isn't interesting. If that is very interesting, let me see a thumbs up. That is a very, very interesting role. That is a very, very, valuable responsibility to place on one person. And if you have to, hold that responsibility, then it should be an honor, because at the end of the day, when you see those solutions, you'll be proud of yourself. For instance, here in Nigeria, Lagos State, there is an initiative that I spearheaded in 2024 that, trained 3,000 graduates that just finished university into getting them gainful employment. We trained them for 3 weeks and got them placed with organizations to, intern for 3 months. You can search Google for graduate internship placement program by Lagos State Ministry of Health, Wealth Creation, and you will see that program. It was spearheaded by my organization, and I led the team that did that project. And I am so proud about it. So you would see your project live, you will see your project impacting people, and you will be so happy and proud to be associated and have led that team. That is part of the benefit, aside the financial benefit, that we derive as project managers. So you can see that you're venturing into a career that would steadily be transforming lives, making life easy for people, and driving impact. So I think everybody here deserves a round of applause, to be honest. So you deserve a round of applause because you're starting that career path that will steadily be transforming lives. Yes, you deserve. So I want to see everybody giving themselves a round of applause right now. Give yourself a round of applause because you're currently in this class and you want to also drive that change. You want to drive that in your country, within an organization, or even within a small team. You could even have a project that is yours that you want to drive. You need the skill to drive that, that project, and you're on the right track. You can also be an NGO, the same thing. You're driving impact, steadily changing lives, global change, international change, local change. And when we're speaking about local change, it means within your country, within your environment, your state, for instance. Global international change means outside your current country or outside your country. Like we're here in Nigeria, global change will be international, US, and other countries, right? So that's to say that the use of those words in that context. Now, what is project management? Project managers, we've looked at who project managers are. They are the drivers of the car. They are the ones that drive the people to a destination. They are the ones that take the idea and make something out of it. They take the idea of a client, they take the idea of an organization and make a meaning of it. Now, what is project management? Project management is the environment, is the mindset that helps you take an idea, make something out of it, and then deliver result or solution or outcome, right? It is moving from task to outcome. It's not just doing the work. It's not just planning the work. It's delivering results. It's finishing the work right. It's seeing the work do the real impact that it is set to do. It is not just about managing tools, using this app, using these, using all the apps, or the project management apps. It's also about leading people. I tell my students a lot that project managers are not just managers. We are leaders. Project managers are leaders. So if you're here, it means you have the traits and attributes of a leader. So see yourself as one. See yourself as a leader, leading people to change, leading people to driving impact, leading people to delivering impact, and not just driving it, right? It is managing people, managing expectations, communications. It's from planning, right? From the idea, you have an idea, which is the conceptualization of that idea. You initiate that idea, or an idea has been initiated and given to you to plan. Then you start, what do we need? What do we need? When do we need it? How do we need it? Why do we even need it? I tell my students also that as project managers, you ask a lot of questions. And the kind of questions you ask are the questions of why, what, how, when, if, all of those kind of questions. Somebody your mic is there's an interference. Thank you. Please mute your mic. Thank you very much. Right. So I was saying, you ask a lot of questions to be able to help you, plan well, plan carefully, plan with the right information, plan with the right resources, plan with the right people, right? So as project managers, asking all of those questions, you cannot be lost, or you cannot make wrong decisions. And even if you're making wrong decisions, or you think you're going at the wrong direction, by the time you start asking those questions again, you find yourself retracing your steps when you're planning. And then you execute and you close. That is what project management is all about. You initiate an idea, or an idea has been initiated and given to you. You plan around it, then you execute it. And during that execution, you're checking for quality. You're checking for risks. Hope nothing is going to go wrong. What if something goes wrong? What can we do? How do we mitigate this? Those are the things that you do as a project manager within the project management environment. And then you close, you carry it in a box, and then you deliver it to the owner. Stephanie. And that's all, right? It's moving from process to impact. Remember, I said that I trained, I anchored or spearheaded an initiative that trained 3,000 people. For me, that is impact. Training 3,000 people is impact, because we have delivered a solution that is creating real value to the environment, to the citizen or to the society, right? To people in the society by an institution. Now, the goal always is turning vision, turning ideas into reality. And who is the person that handles that process? Who is the person that handles that entire journey? It is a project manager. And you have to have the skill, you have to have the right mindset. For me, mindset is everything. You can learn the skills, but you cannot learn the mindset. You can only unlearn some things that would help you shape your mindset. So you have to start changing how you think, how you see yourself, and how you interpret and understand things to become a better project manager. Now, the skills that matter, the PM toolkit, the project manager toolkit. We've known what project manager is about, or we know what project manager is about now. We know what project management also is about. Now, what are those skills that we need? Remember, there is the tech skills, which is knowing how to use some tools, knowing how to maybe code, knowing how to do all of those things. But there is the skills that is more important than all of those things, that you cannot learn from anywhere. Or even if you learn it, you still need your mindset to help you adapt into it. That is the skills that moves the needle. One of it is communication. As project managers, everything you do on a daily basis is communication. It's through communication. How you move things, how you make changes is through communication. How you get people to do things is through communication. How you lead as well is through communication. How you drive the change is through communication. That is the bridge between your goal and your team. That's the bridge. Because if you get it wrong during your communication, for instance, you're asking your team to deliver XYZ. How do you tell them to deliver XYZ as a project manager? In what manner do you tell them to deliver XYZ? If you do that wrongly, it jeopardizes the outcome and reduces the chances of reaching your goal. So communication is a non-negotiable skill that project managers should have. How do you get that? Yes, you learn it on the job. You also reshape how you think. It can be refined. Your communication skill can be refined. Everybody right now have the basic communication skill. Listening, speaking, body language, how you move your hand, all of those things are communication. Even your facial expression. My ED used to say that if a man sometimes doesn't know how to hide, I know. When you're saying things that I don't agree and it's going to jeopardize my project, I'm trying to hold I'm already giving you a face that you don't know what you're saying. No, my eyes is already trying to send the message even before I speak. That is because I am already communicating with everything, all the parts of my body. So there's facial expression, there's the tone of your voice, right? Right now, the tone of my voice seems maybe passionate. Some people will say, yeah, she sounds very passionate. She sounds very engaging, very interactive. That is ways, or those are ways we communicate how we feel, what we want, and what we need. So it is very, very important as project managers. Also, organization skill is very important. How do you get things done? How do you manage things? How do you ensure that things are done in a particular sequence or an order? Bringing order to chaos, right? In a chaotic environment, how do you ensure that there is no chaos anymore? How do you solve problems? How do you engage your stakeholders, right? You might be wondering, what is stakeholder? Stakeholders are people that you're working with on that project, either working with or working for. Everybody that you work together with on a project are called stakeholders. They could be internal, they could be external, right? So those are your stakeholders. So, in summary, project management mindset is what makes you irreplaceable. Yes, you can take this to the bank, right? If they will allow you to withdraw money. It is what makes you irreplaceable. It is that thing that you cannot exchange for anything. Your mindset. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. So, as you're learning the skill for project management, you also need to work on your mindset. You need to work on your mindset. Now, what is the turning point for you? What is the turning point for Ada? What would you do differently? One of the things you would do differently is stop guessing. Stop second guessing your next step. Make the decision now to transition into project management, to take that bold step to becoming a project manager. Make that decision. It is very, very important, and I can tell you, you'll be happy for it, right? It might not be easy transitioning. It might not be easy when you start learning or when you start the journey, but you will be glad you made that decision. Start by having a structured learning, right? For you to transition, you need to know the right things. You need to know the right skill. You need to know how to navigate. You need to know the terminologies and everything, right? So, get into a structured learning. No more random YouTube, like I usually say, and I have on my slide here. No more random YouTube tutorial. It doesn't exactly help you land the next job, right? You need a structured learning environment to help you do that. In that structured learning environment, you will get real case scenarios. You will get to work on project management, real case scenarios. You will get to work on live project management or project that you can put even on your CV or on your portfolio, as so that you did it as a project manager. Isn't that interesting? You also get expert guidance, right? That is one of the things you should do differently. Get expert guidance. All of this you can get in a structured learning environment. And also, it's going to help you build your confidence as a project manager. Mindset is one. The skill is one, the confidence is one. Because as project managers, you have to come and defend your project. You have to sell your project. You have to convince everybody why your project is important, why it is important that you do it this way, why it's important that you should do it now, or you do it tomorrow, or you shouldn't even do it at all. So you need confidence to be able to communicate. You need confidence to be able to, project. You need confidence to be able to tell the story behind your idea, behind why you're doing what you're doing. And it cuts across all professions, if you agree, right? You need confidence. So we are going to help you through a structured learning environment, build your confidence. And that is what you also need as a project manager. So this is the turning point for you. This is where you also take a pause, think, and make that decision. I think I can. Yes, you can do it. That is good, but that is not good enough. I think I can do it. Yes, you can do it. I have done this. Yes, you have. So you should also move from I think I can, which is good, but it's not good enough, to I have done this, right? As a project manager. Now, skills that matter. We have looked at the skills that matter: the communication, organization skill, project management, solving, people management also. Those are skills. You need to be able to manage people, right? You need to be able to manage people within an environment, within an organization, within a team. As a project manager, you are also an influencer. Some people here could be a social media influencer, right? It's now a new, skill that people are doing and a new career path. So you are also an influencer, but you're a project influencer. You are a project management influencer because you manage and influence a project management team, right? So see yourself as one from today going forward. Don't stay confused, right? Choosing this career path is very, very clear. It's clear and it's a straight career path. It is not a complicated one. It is a career path that unlocks opportunities for you steadily. It increases your income, it positions you as an asset, and it helps you build confidence and changes your mindset for life. You see things differently. You see things from different angle. You see things also objectively, right? And also, aside from it being a profession, it also impacts your way of life. Definitely it does, because you become more detailed, you become more calculated, you think about every step before you make it, you think about the consequences, because it will impact your next step as a project manager, right? So start your journey of project management today and you will be glad you did. Join the community of focused projects. There are a lot of communities to join. AMDO has its own community. Once you join and start your journey as a project manager, you join the community of project management professionals, where you'll be getting more resources to help your journey, where you'll be getting more opportunities to upskills. You will also be getting opportunities for jobs. So it doesn't end when you get to start the journey to upskill as a project manager, but it also helps you to continue to upskill and help you match with opportunities in the industry, across the industry and across the sectors, right? So if there's a QR code that has been sent to you or a link to join, to register, please do so, scan it, click the link and start your journey. Project management is a very, very, very interesting, challenging, demanding. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm telling you that that's the reality. And that is where you derive your joy. That is where you derive your pride from. That is where you do the work. Project management is the career where you have to get your hands dirty. You have to get your hands working. It's a career where you interface with literally everybody in an industry or in a field, because you're working with stakeholders. Remember, we said stakeholders are those people you work with on a project. So all your stakeholders could be from different sectors. So you are gaining multiple experience, multi skills. You're learning from here, you're learning from this place, and you're adding it to your portfolio. Isn't that very interesting? Right? And it also helps you bridge the gap, right? Starting this career helps you bridge the gap from being curious to being hired. There are lots, I'm emphasizing on numerous, a lot of opportunities out there for project managers, a lot of local and international opportunities, a lot of opportunities for project managers in your country to work outside country. If you're a Nigerian here, you know that there are a lot of project management opportunities internationally. There are opportunities in project management that even gives you migration opportunity or path to say, look, join us as a project manager and we can help you migrate into our country. Yes, project management can also help you migrate into another country, into another region. There are a lot of tech skills that helps you, for lack of a better word, JAPA. For those of us here in Nigeria, we know what JAPA is, right? Project management is that career that also helps you JAPA. If you're looking to JAPA, you can be rest assured that it is wise for you to now start your project management career now. Start it now to increase your chances of JAPAing, right? There's any word like that. Stop dreaming about this career. Stop it. If you are the Ada or you are Ada, please stop dreaming. Start it, start building it, start building the skill. There are a lot of resources that we have that can help you. Once you're done, there are a lot of professional, certifications that you can also do to increase your opportunity. But you have to start with this course. PMI is a project management institute that certifies all project managers. We can help you get it. We have the tools, right? We have the skills, we have the resources to help you get your PMI certification and prepare for the exam as well. But you can't do it if you don't have the right skill right now, if you don't have the right resources. I've searched for project management certification and I did it only once. Yes, I can brag about it, but with the help of God and with the help of the community that I had. I did my project management certification about 5 years ago, and I did it just once. So if I can do it once, you can also do it. If I can sit for it, if I can sit for that exam, you can sit for the exam too. But you have to start your journey now. Stop dreaming about this career. Start building it. Thank you. I'm going to take questions now. If you have any question, this is the time where you ask your questions. I hope my class this session has been very engaging, has been very challenging to you. I hope I've been able to challenge you to stop dreaming. This is the time for you to what? Take that action. This is the time for you to, make that decision. And Amdo Analytics has everything that you need. By the way, if you're joining us or when you're joining us, you will have the privilege of being in my class. And I'm going to be unpacking, or I could be your facilitator, right? We have a portfolio of facilitators. So I'm going to let our CEO do more of that. I'm going to let her take us through all of those other information. But if you have questions, you can ask the questions now. And I'm going to do my best to answer all of your questions. You can unmute and speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ifoma. Thank you. This is quite important. I don't know. In fact, I learned it. I'm not a project manager, but I've learned a lot in this section. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. God bless you. So, hi guys. If you have any question for our beautiful facilitator, please drop your question in the chat here. She's going to take it up. And if there's no question, let's dive in. Now, I know you'll be like, okay, I've heard a lot. I really want to transition into this career path. What does it entail? So what are the challenges? There's no challenge. Just calm down. There's no challenge, okay? So it's just a little talking, all right? But yeah. There's challenge?
No, there's no challenge. No. I'm agreeing with you that there's no challenge. It's very, very smooth. However, it's going to test your patience. And that's the truth about project management, because you're working with people. So it's going to test your patience. It's going to test your understanding of people. As project managers, you're working with people from different culture, different environments, different backgrounds, and you have to manage them to get to your goal as a project manager or to get the goal of that project. So project management is an interesting, very interesting.
So even at any career path, there's no way. Exactly. So there's no way that you're going to be today that it's not going to test your patience. Trust me. And project manager, like she said, you're going to be meeting with a lot of people, the stakeholders, a lot of people. So it will definitely test your patience, right? So let's talk about something. We're going to take questions very soon. We don't want to, in the next max 15 minutes, we should be out of here. All right. So thank you very much for your time. Let's look at something very quickly. When we talk about Amdo Analytics, when we started this program, we introduced Amdo Analytics and it offers this section of the programs that we offer here at Amdo Analytics. I'm going to mention that. And I will tell you something amazing that we have for everybody. I mean, everybody that is joining us and those that watch this video later. All right. So here at Amdo Analytics, we offer 8 good courses, 8 good in-demand programs: data analytics, project management, cyber security, HR analytics, AI engineering, data science, data engineering, and business analysis. These are the programs that we offer here at AMDA Analytics. Now, let me tell you something. I said that when we started that, there's one mission that we have here at AMDA Analytics, and we're trying to achieve each month. We want to have at least 1,000 Black people transition into the tech ecosystem. We find that there's a lot of things hindering people from transitioning to the tech ecosystem, and one of those challenges is the financial barrier. So people try to mention that, oh, I really want to learn this thing, but I don't have money. I really want to learn this thing. A lot of things, right? So last month we did something very amazing. We gave out 90% discounts. We actually did it for women because we want a lot of women to be the tech ecosystem. But then again, we find that okay, we want to respect the men in their life and make that offer very, very accessible for everybody. So after March, a lot of people reached out to us again, and they were like, okay, I want you guys to still continue with this. Can you please extend this? And we're extending that offer this month and next month again. Okay, so we are still, the 90% discount is still very much available. So if you want to transition into the tech today, you will not say that your limitation is the finance. So you won't even say, what are you going to say that is the limitation or the barriers to that entry? I don't know. But trust me, everything that you need is here at AMDA Analytics. Are you looking for good experts? Trainers who are very good, who can deliver. You can find them here at AMDA Analytics, and which you can see. Ifeoma is our project management facilitator. And when we say value, knowledge in our water, so Ifeoma's knowledge in our water, so she is well packed, which you can see. You can attest that she's very, very knowledgeable in what she's saying. All right, so she's very good. She's very, very good. And not only her, all the facilitators here at AMDA Analytics, we have people that are very, very good in their career who are ready to guide you. Now, there's a difference between being good and knowing how to guide somebody, being a mentor. These guys are mentors, okay? These are people that are ready to hold your hand. So you won't say that there is nothing that you're missing out. The program fee, let me mention the program fee so that after that, I would like you to crack AMDA Analytics, so because it's not easy. Trust me, there's nowhere you're going to see that program fee, right? So let's go down. So if you're registering for data analytics, if you're going for data analytics, let's start with this. If you're going for cyber security or project AI engineering, you are paying 150,000 naira. So can you clap on the analytics now? Please clap for us. Is it easy? It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. We have a lot of staffs. We have over close to 22 staffs that we are, receiving. We have a lot of people that are okay, so they're not depending on us, right? But we have a lot of team members that we're working with, right? So we have other things that we are doing, and we are saying that, you know what, guys, let's do this thing. Let's get a lot of people into the tech ecosystem. Let's make people understand that it's easy to transition into the tech ecosystem. You don't need to break your bank in order to move into this space. Let's get a lot of people. A lot of people are in the tech ecosystem and they're enjoying this money. And those that want to move into that, they are complaining about the finances. So let's make sure that we get people into that by cutting down the training fee to 90% discount. Now, if you are paying for HR analytics, data engineering, data science, project management, business analysis, you are paying 100,000 naira. If I hope you will not sue me, right? You will not sue me. Okay, so I'm asking my colleague if she will not sue me. Now, I know she will be like, what's going on? Are we still doing this thing again? Right? So also my colleagues, they're asking me the same question. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still here? How can you train people for this amount of money, 100,000 naira? Is it fair? Right? So we are doing this because we really want a lot of people in the tech ecosystem. So if you are paying for project management today, you are paying 100,000 naira. Now, I want to share something with you. It is beyond the training. Now, what we do here at AMDA Analytics is beyond the training, right? Beyond the training, what do I mean? You can just come and learn and go. Do you understand? That's just come and learn and go. But what we do here, we mentor you, we guide you, we tell you the right things that you need to do in order to secure that role. Because at the end of everything, what you're looking for is how do I, get employed, right? Now, this is what you need to understand about AMDA Analytics, right? Number one thing that you need to understand is that all our programs are practical programs, right? Where you are going to be meeting experts, where you're going to be meeting people that are well equipped, well informed in the career that will be guiding you through. Another thing again you need to understand about AMDA Analytics program is personalized mentorship and support. Now, every Thursdays, classes are weekends. So let me share this. Classes are weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Like today now, 5 p.m. class starts 5 p.m. every Saturdays and every Sunday, 5 p.m. to 7:30. 5 p.m. Nigerian time to 7:30. You are going to be meeting with your facilitator Saturdays and Sundays. Now, every Thursdays, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, you are going to be meeting with a mentor who will be guiding you too. Okay. So another thing again you need to understand is it is not just the training. We help you with the LinkedIn optimization. We help you with Upwork optimization. We help you with CV review. So all this, in fact, a lot of things that I don't want to mention because I don't want to take much of our time. You are getting a very good recognized certificate at the end of the program. So if you want, there's difference between certificate and certification anyways, but then you're getting a certificate of completion, which it is well recognized because we are accredited academy. So it takes something that will boost your profile as well. So everything that you need to excel in this career, it's here at AMDA Analytics. The training fee is very, very affordable. You won't say that you can afford the next fee. Please, I want to beg you. This is the time for you to pay for someone. Okay? Pay for someone. That person that is disturbing you for urgent 2K, ask that person, oh yeah, come and register for a program, I will pay. Help somebody to get a career. All right, please help somebody. If you know that you are good, that you don't need this career path, please help somebody to get any of this career, data analytics, business analysis, anyone at as low as 100,000 naira. So the training fee is very, very affordable. And registration is ongoing at the moment. So we have people registering. So all you need to do is to send us a DM and let's get you started. Okay, let's get. And please, before we go, I know you're going to take questions, but please clap on the analytics. Oh yeah, clap for us. Yes. So our facilitator is telling us that after your project, after your training, so you can get prepared to write your PMP exam, right? You can. Right, so this is our facilitator. You can attest that this is our facilitator. Our beautiful facilitator, she's very good. I mean, very, very good. No cap. Ifeoma is very good, right? So let me share something. I know if you've not seen this, well, let me share. Let me look for that and share. So this is our facilitator's rating form. Okay, so let's go through it. I believe you can see it. It's raw something. Nobody's editing anything. So let's go. It's live feedback. So let's see what her students are saying about her. So let's see what her students are saying about her. I believe that's okay. Allow us to view this. Okay, so my network has been really, really bad. So let's go down. Okay, it's loading. Let's give us a second. A minute. Okay, so I don't even know. My network is very, very bad. Like today, very, very bad. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can. I think it's still loading. Okay, almost there. So let's go. Let's look for her name. Aha, this is Oma. My network is very bad. Okay. So what is your honest feedback about the training? Super B training and exciting. So I'm going to look for another one. It's quite. I know a lot of students came to my DM and they are telling me about it from and they say, oh, no, she's very good. She's very good. Okay, so let's look for this person. Okay, this person said the 2 training section has been effective as content was relevant to me. The material was easy to understand, up to date, and directly applicable to my job. Okay, so this is from our students. I'm trying to look for maybe my WhatsApp is not linked to my desktop at the moment. I know a lot of people came to my DM and they are telling us a lot of amazing things about our project management facilitator. Well done, Ifoma. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. We are going to call it a day at the moment. So if you have any question, please drop your question and let's take it up from there. On our WhatsApp group, all you need to do is to just go there at the moment. Just go there and drop, I'm ready to pay. How can I make payments? So that's all you need to do. Like I said, 100,000 naira. If you're paying, if you want to pay in dollar, please is $73. So less than $75. So less than $75. That's 100,000 in naira. Less than $75. So want to see you in the class. Want to have you. Want to welcome you to AMDA Analytics team. Thank you very much, everybody, and do enjoy your weekend. Bye.